Becky Howard and I go back to when somehow we were founding board members of the Oakland Museum. And today, Becky Howard probably, well, she got recognized for putting in thousands of hours of volunteer time by an organization of import. She's at the library doing volunteer time. She's at tourism doing volunteer time. She's at the Historical Society doing volunteer time. And you can tell her you also were a school teacher in math along the way. So there are probably some here who had Becky's teaching. But would you please come up and share some knowledge with us? Becky Howard.
Really hard act to follow after Tommy and Yvette and Lynn, but I'll just briefly tell you a little bit about the Historical Society. I was a teacher at Nelson County High School for 30 years, and after I retired, I wanted to do something more with the county, and so I started volunteering with the Historical Society and also with tourism, and I still do that, and I still enjoy both. The Nelson County Historical Society was begun in 1974. It was established then. The mission of the society is to discover, preserve, and promote the rich history of Nelson County. The society has sponsored many historic programs and 25 spring home tours, and we hope to resume that now that we can see each other a little bit more. In 2004, the Historical Society purchased the Oakland property, which is 3 miles south of Lovingston on Route 29. The 1840s brick house and 11 acres is on the State and National Register of Historic Places and was once a tavern along the stage road between Lynchburg and Charlottesville. Oakland Museum is now the home of the Nelson County Historical Society, and it's open. It opened soon after we purchased the property in 2004. I'll give a brief outline of what the exhibits are within the museum. I hope you'll come and visit if you haven't before. On the first floor, we have a Nelson County timeline room, and that identifies events from Native Americans to present, with artifacts that are appropriate for each of the time periods. We also have a display on Have You Met, which features Native Nelsonians who've had significant impacts in the county from its beginning. Also on the third floor is the tavern room. It's set up similar to the tavern at the time it was used as a tavern, and we have some early history of the county in that room. On the second floor, one of the rooms has an exhibit on the development of rural electrification, very much similar to broadband now that's going through the county. Also on the second floor, which is probably the most popular room to visit, is the Hurricane Camille room. And that includes interviews, photographs, newspaper articles that cover the loss of life, survivor stories, weather details, rescue and recovery. We also have a very large screen monitor that has about 20 slideshows that have interviews, programs, and TV videos that are accessible when people visit the museum. On the third floor is where the Society archives are housed, and the archives are all listed on our Historical Society website. It's searchable, and if you want to access any of the archives that we have stored at Oakland, you can just send a note to us through our website, and you can make an appointment to visit. Other areas of the museum have rotating exhibits, and we have a bookstore that does sell quite a number of the Nelson County books and maps. The vertical research files are housed at the Nelson Memorial Library in the research room, and they can be accessed anytime that the library is open during hours. In the file cabinets in the library, we have some topics: general history and government, military and wars, communities, churches, homes, post offices, schools, and the A to Z surname file. Obituaries for Nelson County residents are on file and indexed from 1970 to present. Research help is available on Wednesday afternoons, usually me. And I'll be happy to see you come, and I'll be glad to help you if I can in any way. Items are added weekly to the files and from printed sources and family collections. The archival listings can be accessed in the computer room also, and anything that's not suitable to be put in that room is at Oakland, so come there to visit. Just a couple of things about the society, the way it's set up. We do have a membership of about 400. The yearly dues are $25 individual and $40 family. We have a quarterly newsletter that's sent to all members. And the Society Oakland Museum is open for visitors on Wednesdays 1 to 4 and Saturdays 10 to 4. We have a 12-member board, and all of us are volunteers, no paid staff. The Society is supported through dues, sales, and donations. And I hope that you will consider joining the Society, using our resources, and come visit Oakland Museum. Thank you.